Hello and welcome. We're getting into another video. Today's video will talk about the best teams in the Open Great League and for the new season. I released a video at the beginning of the season, but I feel like now with the new season started, people started to know how the meta look like more and be more comfortable with the new stuff that people are using. As an example, Toikis was everywhere at one point, and then Mordecross started becoming relevant. And then there is Firo, or whatever that flying normal type Pokemon has been doing. So what's a Great League in a nutshell? In a nutshell, it's all of these Pokemons. But if you take a look above me, there is Corviknight, Corsola, Diggersby, Carbink, Fortress, Clodsire, Cradily, Diggersby, Shadow, Bastiodon, Clodsire, Empoleon, Dusknoir, Dusclops, and Lupras. So are these the only Pokemons that you would expect to see? Well, I will add some more Pokemons to this list. I will add Galarian Moltres. It's everywhere. Talonflame is also good. Tinkaton is also decent. Cradily is amazing. Sableye is playable. Ferret is starting to fading out of the meta, but I do believe that at one point Ferret will make a comeback because that's how safe Pokemons work. Like, Ferret is one of the safest Pokemons right now, and it will come back at one point. But you guys are here for the teams, so let's just talk about the top performing teams. Like, if you go into Go Battle League, what is the best team right now? I do believe that the best team right now is Giratina Double Steel. It's kind of like an annoying old concept, the Dragon Double Steel or the Steel Double Dragon. But in Great League, because a Pokemon like Azu exists, you cannot run Double Dragon, so you would run Dragon Double Steel. And why does this combo work so well? Because technically the Dragon here is a Ghost, which is resist fighting, which is what gives those Steel type kind of like a tough time. And Giratina makes a great core with Empoleon. We saw that ever since Season 4, Season 3. I think ever since Empoleon got Hydro Cannon, it became so good in Ultra League with Giratina, like, and the domination of those two was everywhere until, like, I think they introduced XLs, and then like XL Umbreon broke this duo because it does beat both. And then there was, like, you know, like some newly Pokemons that introduced to the game, such as Scrafty, which broke and destroyed this core as well. So now this core is making a debut in the Great League, and it's very decent. I think the weakest Pokemon here is Corviknight. You could switch Corviknight, even though PvPoke says that it's number one. I do refuse to believe that it's number one because it's just so annoying and takes forever, and it doesn't do damage. Sand Attack just doesn't do any damage. And Steel Wing was nerfed, I think, twice, so you are forced to run something like Sand Attack. Is this the only team that's good? No, there are so many good teams. And then let's move to the next one. This is, I do believe, that the most popular Bastiodon team right now, which is Dusclops, Azu. This is Dusclops, not Dusknoir. Can you let me know in the comment, because I'm trying to memorize both. This is Dusclops. Let me double check. The one with Dynamic Punch is Dusknoir, and this is not the one with Dynamic Punch. So yeah, this is Dusclops. I think I am correct with Azu, and you also have Bastiodon as a third. They make a great trio together. I mean, they kind of have a sort of a weakness into grass, so Serpent would like humiliate all of these Pokemons, but it doesn't exist anymore. The only grass Pokemon that exists nowadays is Cradily, and Cradily does not have the best time into those three Pokemons. But let's talk business. Let's talk about more strong and more fast move pressure. You guys love these fast move pressure toxic teams, and the first one is going to be Caesar, Gastro, and Giratina. Caesar is like only weaknesses is fire and water, and those two in the back destroys fire and water. Caesar like loves to get two shields. Gastro doesn't care about shields. Giratina is also fine without shields, so you don't need to worry about that. So is this the only and the best team for Caesar? No, you could actually run, instead of Giratina, you could do Regidrago, and then instead of being weak to Giratina, instead of being weak to Regidrago in the back, you will actually have an answer. Regidrago is monotyping dragon. I learned that recently. I used to think he's a dark dragon typing, and I used to think he's a Guzzlord that has a dragon breath. So, and then someone in the comment section below is like, can you stop saying that? Like, for real? I'm like, what? It's like, you know, Regidrago is a monotype. I was like, no, it looks black and dragon, so it's dark and dragon. That's what I thought, actually. Like, it's like copy Guzzlord, right? It's kind of funny. So, but Yasser, what team will you be running? Let's hold on to that. I'm not gonna tell you what am I gonna be running, but I think it's gonna be close to this. Empoleon Altaria it's another form of Empoleon plus a Dragon Core, and Altaria is kind of making a huge comeback. Why do I have Empoleon, Marowak, Wigglytuff? Well, that's the next team. Oh my god. So this team is good because Altaria now has a dragon, has a flamethrower, so you have a play into the steel. And Togekiss, you run Peck. You don't run Charm, by the way. Please don't run Charm. You run Peck, Aura Sphere, and Dazzling Gleam. You could also run Ancient Power. You could run Aerial Ace if you want, but I think Dazzling Gleam is actually the better option. But I do think that the strongest, stupidest team in this season will actually be Empoleon, Wigglytuff, and Marowak, and that's because all of these Pokemons are like, they do heavy damage, too much damage, they put too much pressure, and if you catch up a good lead, I don't think you will be losing the game. Like, yeah, you struggle a bit into the grass, but it's playable. Like, you try to get a shield advantage or so here and there. Guzzlord is slightly annoying in the lead because Guzz can out-spam Empoleon because Guzz is so spammy right now. This third team is technically also usable, I think. But the kind of this team is like, you're having two weaknesses into... you're double weak to Azu in the back. You don't have the best play into Dugong. I wouldn't call it like a good team, to be honest. I don't know who submitted this team, though. Now, moving into one of my newly favorite Pokemons, like a Pokemon that I have been enjoying using, and that Pokemon is actually Universe Stunfisk. What does Universe Stunfisk do? It just has a play into so many Pokemons. It's just very, I wouldn't say it's flexible. It's actually one-dimensional Pokemon because, like, if you play into grass, if you play into water, you just, like, you're gonna struggle. I mean, you against water, you actually have a play because it's subtyping. It's subtyping electric, but you guys get what I mean. It's not as flexible, but it's just so good against the meta. It doesn't have so many good plays, but it just gives me a chance into soft winning or soft losing the lead. And one of the teams that I actually think is so good with Universe Stunfisk is Universe Stunfisk with Corviknight with a Prime Ape or Annihilape. I would like think that Annihilape is better because with Annihilape you have more fast move pressure, but if you'd like someone who likes to spam your charge moves, you can go with Annihilape, and if you have Annihilape, you just 2-shield Annihilape. Is that all the teams about? No, you actually have a better team for Universe Stunfisk. You can do Universe Stunfisk with Dugong and Fearow, and Fearow has Peck, I think Sky Attack and Drill Run. Pretty much has a coverage into everything. It's actually a flying that does hit the steel with super effective. But the thing is, like, with this team is like, it kinda... you're kinda weak into something like Ufisk itself, but you do have a play into Ufisk. I think you struggle a bit into something like Ferret, but people still haven't been using Ferret that much, so you can just capitalize on that if you want. You could also change like one of the thirds, like you could change this or change this. You could add a Giratina here or there, right? Moving into another team that was submitted to me by Elam himself, the #1 leaderboard player and #1 player last season in the competitive format, where he won 2 tournaments and he got into the final into another 2. One of the most dominant players of all time. And he said like Wiggly is just extremely underrated, and he thinks like Wiggly with Ferret and Marowak makes a great trio. I said that Shadow Giratina is going to be better, so I'm going to run Shadow Giratina and Gastro and the Mouse. And if you take a look at this team is kind of like a hard counter to this team. So maybe that's actually his thought process. Now we have another team by the Masked Asian. He thinks that Tinkaton is just extremely unrespected. People don't respect it enough, so you can just lead Tinkaton and play that. And most of the people actually will not have a chance, will not have a play into it. And he is actually correct, because I remember I asked another Asian guy, Shady Asian, and Shady Asian told me that I think he almost hit #1 leading Tinkaton, because everyone was leading something that is weak to Tinkaton, and he ended up on like I think top 5 in the leaderboard. More Pokemons. Wholesome said that he is gonna keep running Sandslash with Marowak and Gastrodon. It's his unique thing, right? We have a team from Hamad. He actually doesn't play the game as much as he used to, but he said that he has been hitting Legend every season with Annihilate, Steelix, and Basti, and he thinks that Bastidon this season is even stronger. Bohem, a regional champion, said that people actually don't respect Kwak. People actually still don't use him enough, and he said that like he went on a hot win streak using this Pokemon because people just don't respect it, and I actually agree with him. If you take a look at the moveset: Ember, Wither Ball, and Overheat. Wither Ball is buffed, Ember is so good, and Overheat is just one of the strongest nukes in the game. And that's all you need to know about the Great League meta. I'm just going to try to keep it short. I don't think we're already almost more than 10 minutes. So yeah, thanks so much everyone for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like if you're new to the channel. Make sure to subscribe. I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.